nobody else was here from the garden. I'd like to take new Simpsons review. And if y'all didn't see the last one, go and check it out. And this episode is another good episode. And the episode starts with everybody at church and Bart giving everybody the notes pretty much for the worship, and everybody is singing, and of course Bart laughing because of what it turns out. After 17 minutes later, they realize that they've been playing the wrong notes. And of course, the pastor is not happy with this. And he wants to know who did this. Which Milhouse then says that Bart did it. Which he grabs Bart and Milhouse and tells them to start doing their punishment. So Bart, obviously, blaming Milhouse, saying thanks a lot for getting me caught, obviously, and then talking about how they have no soul, pretty much. And that's just a myth, he says. And Milhouse saying, when you sneeze and you say, bless you, that means it's trying to get out. And he just flies away, pretty much, he says. And of course, the pastor is like, he can't hear them working. So Bart says that he doesn't believe in such a thing, and he even bets that he would sell his soul to Milhouse. So he does. He writes on a piece of paper saying Bart Sells His Soul, and he gets some money for it. Milhouse buys Bart's soul. And yeah, for $5. For $5. He buys Bart's soul. And again, he's going to regret that very soon. And of course, the doctor and his family trying to find a good restaurant, which he goes to Moe's and figures out that it's a bar. And of course, Moe wishing that he was like those places where he had the friendly family place, and Homer getting Maggie, and Moe's like, put a coaster on that, and Bart putting this sponge, one of those soak up animal things, which he's gonna prank Lisa with it. And imagine what it's gonna be like when she walks up to it, and pretty much it grows and turns into a dinosaur and starts eating her. Which, yeah, that's exactly what Bart would be thinking, of course. Which, of course, well, it doesn't work. It doesn't grow, and it just goes down. And that's the exact $5 that Milhouse gave Bart when he sold his soul. And Lisa telling him that the soul is one of the most important things. Of course, Bart doesn't believe that, and Santa's little helper, obviously, and Snowball, pretty much angry with Bart. And yeah, the automatic doors are not working for him, but working for everybody else. He's trying to brave on the glass, but, well, it doesn't work. So, and then he's starting to realize that he don't have his soul anymore. So, of course, Moe and them are trying to figure out what a good name would be. And they say this giant this giant thing pretty much that he bought. This giant fryer. And of course, Itchy and Scratchy. And standing on this X and doing that toss pennies from the tower. You know, that whole myth of saying if people saying if you throw pennies off of some of the tallest buildings, even when it hits somebody in the head, it would kill them. And he tries to throw it, and of course, well, it lands wrong. He tries throwing these things, they land wrong. He cuts off a piece of the part, and it lands on his eye. And Lisa's laughing, but Bart isn't. So they try a test, and yeah, Homer gets stuck, and Bart doesn't laugh either. And even after Santa's little helper comes, starts biting him, still nothing. Which he goes to Milhouse's and says that Milhouse's mom's saying that Milhouse is playing with some army's men in the back of his yard with a piece of paper, and yeah, he's pretty much running over Bart's soul with it. And saying that he would want $50 for him to buy it back, crawl back for it. So he's just walking away with it, and we see Moe's family restaurant. And Marge, does notice something wrong with Bart. She's trying to figure it out, but when he says his soul, pretty much, she doesn't believe him. So, yeah, he then dreams of everybody with their soul, pretty much. And going to this island, pretty much, where all their souls are guiding him. And Bart's soul is with Milhouse's, and he screams. They go to Moe's new restaurant. And, of course, Ned's family getting this special song, and Moe is definitely changed, pretty much. Yeah, he's definitely changed. And then he yells at Ralph. Yeah, he then yells at Ralph and is like, then tells him that it was funny, the whole thing was funny, pretty much. So yeah, pretty much trying not to snap. And then Lisa's saying the blessing and starts mentioning soul. And Bart can't take it anymore, and he has to go get his soul back. And Homer's telling him, or thinking not to eat his food, but he then eats it. Bart goes to the house, but it's being fumigated, pretty much. It's like fumigated. So he's at his grandma's aunt's house, and Moe is still trying to keep his calm, pretty much. And yeah, Krusty even explains that Moe is gonna explode, pretty much. Which this little girl wants something from him, and yep, he then pretty much lets it all out. What Moe is known for, and everybody's all disgusted. And everybody leaves, and yeah, Moe is pretty much broke. Because he lost his temper. Bart is trying to find Milhouse and almost gets hit by a truck, but actually gets cleaned, but obviously breaks. The guy's laughing, and he ends up falling. And the chief is telling Ralph to sit in the car while he's trying to straighten this guy that's just talking nonsense, or talking very fast that you can't understand him. And Bart telling Ralph that he would like to get his soul, which the chief is wondering what's going on here, and Bart just hisses and starts to run away. And Moe, obviously, back to his old joint, and yeah, them saying of how he still got him, or he still got his customers, his regular customers, pretty much, and thinking about all the money that he lost. Bart obviously running to him and tells Milhouse that he'll do anything, and he said that he gave away Bart's soul. So he runs. He then tells the guy at the shop that he wants to buy his soul back, but he said that he doesn't have it anymore. So, yeah, Bart is now soulless, and he starts praying that he would do anything pretty much for his soul to return to him. And it appears right in front of him, and it turns out that Lisa bought it for him. Yeah, Lisa bought back his soul. And Bart thanks her for doing it. And of course, he eats the paper, getting his soul back. And of course, Bart and his soul pretty much going to that island and causing mischief on the way there. Yeah, a real great episode. So yeah, hopefully you enjoyed. If you like, subscribe to the channel. It's fun to get some turned on, see what you do. And let me know what you think. Catch you on the next one. Bye.